Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today I wanted to show you my new 2023 Honda GoldWing DCT Tour. This is something that me and the wife got, and we can go on some big trips across the country. We want to get a trailer for it, start towing a trailer, and we can do some trips with take our puppy along with us. And so I just want to show you a little bit about it, not everything today, but a close-up of, I've done a few things to it and have more things that I'm going to do, but trying to get it ready for the trip. And we're going to take it probably over toward the east to start off with. We don't have a destination set yet. We're just going to kind of wing it, no pun intended. But as you can see, this is a 2023. I think I have, looks like 272 miles on this thing now. We took a few trips down in Arkansas, little short ones, not nothing big yet. Kind of trying to get used to it, get used to the DCT. I have had a few issues, and that's just because I'm so used to a clutch. I'm trying to pull in the clutch or trying to shift up on the shift lever. Well, there's not one. So, but the DCT, I already love it. It's amazing. It's amazing how much power this thing has got. And you take this bike, you put it in sport mode, and it is absolutely unreal how much power it's got. It's not a joke. You think that you know, a big bike like this is going to be a dog? Well, you got another thing coming if you think that, because this thing will walk the dog. But let me take the camera up close and I can kind of show you a little bit about it. It's a little bit dirty right now. I kind of wiped it off, but it has rained. We actually got caught out in a little bit of rain, little sprinkles, a little rain before we got home, but not a pour down. So luckily we haven't got drenched yet, but let me do a walk around and show you. Okay, so this is the newest generation of the Honda GoldWing. I think it's 21 through 23 is the latest. And this is a 23 GoldWing DCT Tour. Very nice, has nice saddlebags. This is actually a really large trunk. They say you can fit 2 full face helmets in it, and I got one right now, one helmet. It's not full face. This is the helmets we got for the GoldWing, some Mariah's 3/4 helmets. We got 2 of those we're going to use when we ride the wing. But yeah, there's room for another one in here, no problem, and other stuff. So nice big trunk. These are electronic locks on these, and you just close it down like that. It clicks shut, and underneath here there's a button, pops it loose. And now that's a electric button that pops that loose. And the key fob that comes with this thing, when you walk away, I think I get around 10 feet away, actually less than that, then the key fob, it will automatically lock the bike, lock all these compartments, and you totally can't get into nothing or start it or anything without this key fob on you, which is really nice, as long as you don't lose the key fob. But if you do lose that key fob, there is a way to start these bikes as long as you have the key that comes with it. There is a key, even though I don't go in the ignition up here. So the side ones here are the same. I actually have some gear inside these. I have my climb gear inside this. My wife has her gear inside this one, and looks like some Tylenol. But these are very nice too. They're also electric lock. Nice little shock goes over to let them down. So they go down slow. Push it back, and you just give it a gentle click like that, and it closes. Nice big wide foot pegs for the passenger. Really nice. She really likes this thing because it is so comfortable. The seat is so big. We actually added these Gold Strike armrests and the Gold Strike cup holder for her. We added a Gold Strike cup holder for me up here. But the armrests, so these are add-on. They just come normally like this, and you can add this on. This comes off pretty nicely like that. You just put it in. Has a rubber seal there. And you can actually add one on the other side too if you wanted to. But it has stereo speakers back here, stereo speakers up here. This stereo system on this thing really jams. It's surprising how good the stereo is. So we do have a brake pedal over here, and then on the other side we do not have a gear shift. Up here I have added on these little wings right here, these wind deflectors under the mirror, and that's just to deflect some of the air out. So I haven't done a lot to it. I'm not going to do a lot of things to this bike, but there's a few things that I wanted to help us on our trip. It would make it nice. You can see that I do have a temp tag right now. But over here, here's the deflector on this side. You can kind of adjust these to where it puts air back on you, or adjust them out like this so it takes air away from you, blows it out. And this is very cool. You can see the lights on this thing is all LED headlights, LED turn signals front and rear. You see these headlights right here, and these are all LEDs. It's got running lights and headlights. You see the radiators back in here. There's one on each side like that. The suspension on this bike, if you'll notice, it's not normal like a normal motorcycle, so there's no forks for the suspension. You can see this big wishbone here. It's basically a big wishbone in the steering stem, and then there's one shock up in here, and it moves up and down. It's really wild how this actually works. I would have to show you a video or something if I can find it of how these things work, but we do have analog brakes, of course. Nice big tires, aluminum wheels. These are tubeless, of course. It does have the driving lights on it. They come with those. I have added these tie down right here, these tie downs, because it didn't come with any tie downs really, so I added those. But very nice so far. I really love this bike. The seat is amazing. I've heard some complaints about it. I don't know how they can. I've not found no discomfort at all in the seat. Up here we have a little compartment. You can set stuff in here. You can also plug in your phone. When you plug in your phone, then you have Apple CarPlay on the big 7-inch display up here, or Android Auto. So it said, as far as setting in the cockpit position here, you can see the bikes. Everything is really nicely laid out. Over here we have the up and down shift. So we have the up shift here and down shift if you wanted to use it like manual. This is a walking mode right here. So if I put it in walking mode, it actually is not the starter using it, it's actually the engine pulling you forward or backward. So I can go forward, it goes like 0.75 mile an hour, so not even 1 mile an hour. Forward or backward to back the bike up or go forward. That is super nice. On here we have our talk for our cell phone, home, the back button, horn button, turn signal switch. This is our source for our stereo system, so we can change to Apple CarPlay, to the USB thumb drive. You can go to your phone. You can go to the regular AM FM stereo. Volume up and down is right here. Over here we have a home button. So basically whatever's on here, mostly these controls, is right here too. On this side we have our cruise control, which we have the resume and set. And we have flies running around here. Our start button, of course, then our brake, which this is an adjustable brake. You can adjust this lever back or forward, whichever way you like it. This is our jog dial, so it actually has the enter button here, but you can actually turn it for different things on your stereo, or your display up here, I should say. And there's a 4-way jog. We turn it on. Comes up with the big GoldWing logo. Probably going to come up to the stereo, gives you a safety notice here. It's on USB right now, flash drive. So if we push this source button right here, then we're going to change to different sources. Auxiliary, there's FM, AM, Sirius XM, USB, Bluetooth, or iPod, which would be your phone if you wanted to go to that. Or my phone is actually Bluetooth to it right now, so you can see the different songs, and you can go through the different songs like so. On the dash here, it also shows us our kickstand is down right now, our side stand. It will also let you know that your side compartments are open, your panniers or your trunk. Right now I have it set on 2 passengers with luggage, but you can change that to 1 passenger, 2 passengers, or 2 passenger with luggage. It also shows that I have my driving lights on. So if we was to put this thing into drive, we start the bike. You can start the bike actually on this thing by turning the switch on, pressing this button like that. So you fire it up. It's that simple, just boom, fires right off. So another way to start this bike is, instead of you don't even have to turn this switch on right here. You can actually just push this button right here. That's also going to turn it on. Push and hold it. And now if I hold it again, the bike starts up. So that's a quicker way if you don't want to adjust that. I don't know which way is quicker, but either way. So this is your on and off and your lock. If you lock the steering, you turn your bars to one side and turn this to lock. It will automatically lock either way. Or you can turn this to accessory mode by this switch also. Turn this back off. So if I want to go to accessory mode, I would turn the key on, or the switch on I should say, and you go like that, puts it in accessory. Basically then you can run your stereo or whatever without having all the lights on when you're accessory mode. Push it again, we're back on, and we're out of accessory mode. Turn it off. So very cool. One cool thing I like about this bike is, if you want more air, you can leave your windshield down. If you want less air, and especially like if I'm talking on the Sentis to you guys, then I can just raise the windshield up. And all I gotta do is have the key on. And over here we have the windshield up and down. So when we got the key on, we just press this button. Up goes the windshield. It's about 5.5 inches, I believe, is what it does as far as going up. Press it, goes back down. And every time you turn the motorcycle off, the windshield will automatically go down to the lower position. So cleaning the windshield, you're kind of hard to get down in there on this thing, but there is a way to leave it up. When you do it, you actually have the bike on, and if you have the windshield in the up position, and it's kind of hard for me to do it, I can't really do it and hold the camera. But all you do to turn it off with the windshield in the up position is hold this windshield up button while you turn that off, and then it will stay in this up position so you can get down in there and clean the windshield. Makes it a lot easier to do that. Otherwise, every time you turn it off, that's going to go down. So on the dash here, you can see that's the AM FM. We have our speedometer over here. Over here we have our air temperature, which is the temperature 70 degrees right now. Total miles is 272. And then the range of that fuel that I have in there is 238 miles. Over here it tells we're in neutral and tour mode, and we have our tachometer. Then of course our settings over here I showed you earlier. Now to go to navigation, if we push this home button, this is all of our settings and everything in here. Audio source, navigation, phone, vehicle settings, audio settings. So if we want to go to the GPS on board, go to navigation, click that. It's going to bring up our GPS. So very cool, it shows that. And you can actually zoom in, zoom out. You can set all your waypoints, set your trip on there. Very cool. This thing is actually connected. I have my Sena helmets connected to this so we can talk and we can hear all the navigation on here. So another cool thing this bike has, it has heated grips. Very cool. Right here's the button for heated grips. And it also has heated seats front and rear. So the wife can actually adjust hers and turn hers on and off. I can turn mine on and off right here. And to turn on the heated grips, we just push this button. And if you see up here on the dash, it shows a little heated grip. I will push the seat button, shows heated seat. Now if my wife was to turn on her seat, I'll reach back here and turn her seat on. Hopefully you can see this without all the glare. So her seat is on, and then I can adjust hers up and down. Now on mine, I can adjust it up and down. You can see it's on all the bars, 5 bars on the seat, number 1. If I go like this, I can go down, and then it goes off. Same way on the grip. It's on 5, which is the hottest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now my grips are off. Her seat is still on, but we can reach back here and roll the dial on hers, turn her seat off. Just like that. And that heated seat and heated grips, I mean, I'm telling you, I never thought it would be nice. I never need it, but it really works, and it really works nice. So up here on the dash, we actually have a vent too that opens up. And what that does, you already got air coming out of the windshield, and it comes up and kind of comes up the windshield and over your head. But if you want more air blowing back on you when it's hot outside, this actually takes that air and directs it straight out here to you. And it works fairly good. I can't feel a lot of air blasting me, but it does let some air out. I can feel it right here coming out of it, so it does work some. I don't know how much of a plus it is. The mirrors on this bike are super nice, super easy to use, and it's the biggest view of, really, to be that small, of any mirrors I've ever had on a bike. They really see what's around you, so I like the mirrors a lot. So right here we have the automatic and manual, the neutral and the drive, and I cannot put this in drive right now because I'm on the center stand, but when you put it in drive, this will change to D. Have a D on here, it will show first gear, and you can actually still shift it manually, but I can also switch this to Tour, which it's in right now. I can set it into Eco, I can set it into Rain mode, or I can set it into Sport mode, and I'm telling you, the Sport mode on this thing, you better hang on, because it's surprising how much power it has in Sport mode. I was shocked at how this thing will run. So if I was off the center stand, I could show you, but I can show you in another video how all that works. But very nice. I really like all the layout of this thing. So it's really nice as far as this audio button, because I can switch it to my headsets, or I can switch it to playing music out these stereo speakers. Very cool. Let's turn this back off. Okay guys, that is it for my short little video, just showing you my 2023 Honda GoldWing DCT Tour. We really like the bike. We're going to take it on a lot more rides. It's been raining the last couple days, so it's kind of hindering the rides, but hopefully this weekend's going to be nice. So we're actually going to go on a ride or two this weekend, and maybe I can do some videoing if I get my Sennas set up on my helmets. If not, we'll work on the videos after that. But as soon as we take our big trip, we're going to be videoing our camping, our trailer connector, our puppy going along with us, and our GoldWing adventures. And then we'll also be doing the Honda CRF 300L. I'm not getting rid of it, so I will be doing videos on the Honda CRF 300L after we get back from this GoldWing tour. Thank you all for watching Woodzman Adventures. Click the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Catch you on the next one. Ride on.